Well, folks, he's back. And in true Trump fashion, his first full day back in the Oval Office was anything but quiet. On January 21st, 2025, the United States woke up to a president ready to undo the past 4 years and reshape the country in his image. While many had hoped for a more subdued approach, perhaps a calming cup of chamomile tea to soothe the nation, what we got was more of a triple espresso shot to the heart of American democracy. The agenda was packed, meetings with GOP leaders, a slew of executive orders, and of course, the pardons. Oh yes, the pardons. Buckle up, America, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. The day began, like many others in Trump's America, with controversy. Before most Americans had finished their morning coffee, news broke that Trump had granted pardons to nearly 1,500 individuals involved in the January 6th Capitol riot. This included commutations for members of the Oath Keepers and Proud Boys convicted of seditious conspiracy. The reaction was immediate and visceral, with legal experts, lawmakers, and even some within his own party expressing shock and dismay. But for Trump, this was just the opening act. The main event was about to unfold on Capitol Hill. Trump's meeting on Capitol Hill. The world watched as Trump made his first trip back to the Capitol since the January 6th attack. This time, however, there were no angry mobs, no breach of the building's hallowed halls. Instead, Trump was greeted with open arms by a Republican Party eager to embrace its returning leader. High on the agenda was Trump's legislative plan, with whispers of a major infrastructure announcement in the works. But beyond the policy talk, this meeting was about optics. Trump, flanked by House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune, projected an image of unity and strength. The message was clear: the Republican Party was firmly behind their leader. But behind the smiles and handshakes, questions lingered. Was this a genuine show of support, or a calculated move by a party eager to capitalize on Trump's enduring popularity? Only time would tell if this newfound unity could withstand the inevitable storms that lay ahead. The ink was barely dry on the pardon documents before the outrage began. Trump's decision to grant clemency to those who had stormed the very heart of American democracy was seen by many as a slap in the face to the rule of law. Lawyers representing police officers injured during the riot expressed their disgust, arguing that Trump had prioritized political expediency over justice. Families of those who had lost loved ones that day were left reeling, their grief compounded by a sense of betrayal. How could a president, they asked, pardon individuals who had attempted to overturn the very election that had brought him to power? The answer, it seemed, lay in Trump's unwavering belief that the 2020 election had been stolen from him. By pardoning the rioters, Trump was, in effect, endorsing their actions, legitimizing their anger and sending a chilling message. Dissent is patriotic, violence can be forgiven, and loyalty to Trump trumps all. If Trump's pardons were the day's gut punch, then his executive orders were the knockout blow. In a whirlwind of pen strokes, Trump signed 26 executive orders, a record for a modern president on their first day. These orders touched on everything from immigration and climate change to government efficiency and healthcare. With each signature, Trump chipped away at the legacy of the previous administration, reversing policies and setting the country on a drastically different course. He reinstated the controversial Remain in Mexico policy for asylum seekers, withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement, and made it easier to fire federal employees, sparking fears of a mass purge of career civil servants. The message was clear: Trump was back, and he wasn't here to play nice. He was here to govern according to his own rules. Consequences be damned. The question now is, will America be able to weather this storm?